Shout out to the people in the comments. See, y'all, I had to tighten up. Y'all are starting to behave a little bit better. And I didn't mean to have to snap on y'all, but like niggas need to get checked so that they know how to carry themselves. It's just how it is. That's just how life is. So, with that being said, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I can't just post my videos on my channel and then keep it pushing, because then niggas will think shit is sweet and they'll start talking crazy. So I gotta be on your asses. So thank you. I appreciate the feedback. I appreciate, instead of people shitting on me for not noticing things, um, politely educating me and informing me. And so now we have some exposition, some information, some little reader's notes that we can go over. Ray says, Bjorn gave his immortal hide to the Code Army. That's how they survived the Blood Moon, which I know that he did that, but I think this is in response to the question that I asked, in which when Kimyo dies, they need to transfer their power before they die, or their ability will be lost forever. So here's what my question will be. Okay, so if Bjorn transferred his ability to the Code Army, does that mean that everyone in the army now permanently has a percentage of that ability? How does that work? Can they all use it now? But like to the percentage that was transferred? Like, I'd like to know more about that. Now, hold on, let's see here. Nappy headed Diamond, he left a whole fucking essay here. Let's see what he said. Ilios explained how Kimyo healing works. Okay, so yeah, because I was mentioning how different Kimyos have different healing factors. And with Shay, even though he has a healing factor, some of his wounds were more permanent than others, right? Sometimes his scars don't heal. His eye is that shadow cut off isn't going to heal. But then Bjorn, on the other hand, I guess he doesn't have a healing factor. He was just immortal. So Shadow's effects weren't as potent against him in general. Compared to human healing, when Shay was fighting Val, he states that human healing repairs. Yeah, I do remember that. I do remember that statement. Human healing repairs while Kimyo healing restores. So human healing is like if you get a cut, then the cut will heal. It basically, there are certain abilities that accelerate the healing factor, because humans already, we naturally heal, right? But we're not like lizards. We can't regrow limbs. But with Kimyos, they restore. So a Kimyo healing factor can restore lost wounds, lost appendages, for lack of a better term. So lose a limb, or in this case, the guy face, he would be able to get it back. That's why you will see Shay get a lot of scars throughout the webtoon. Also, the Judgment Seal was used on Val, but he used his blood sacrifice technique to heal from it, which caused him to hide for 200 years and wait till he got it back to start boxing, aka a fraud. Which is kind of crazy though, because that even still with him surviving, like the fact that, and I wonder, okay, here's what I'd like to know also. When they used the Judgment Seal on Val and he survived, did they still have to sacrifice a member of Code to do it? Because, I mean, think about how they just used it on that last Kimyo. I can't remember his name. This man was already alive for 700 years and he was super immortal, and it took a lot to seal him away, but it did work. For Val to, I mean, even if he is a fraud, for him to survive that is a pretty big flex, honestly. That's kind of insane. Like, blood sacrifice technique or not. Shadow edits. First off, heavily want to apologize for the negative comment. Don't worry, bro. Listen, I knew you weren't a hater for real. You just got a smart mouth. I got a smart mouth too. But it's all love at the end of the day. I know the difference between a real hater and a fake hater, or just somebody who's just, just talking shit, just shooting the shit, right? Like, I always say this, right? Like, I don't mind people talking shit in a playful manner. It's just that if I don't know you personally, I can't always tell the difference, because there's a lot of people who really just be talking shit. But water on the bridge. There's no beef. But comment left we go. Was Shay's sister summon wasn't the previous wielder of the talent. It was the talent itself, because Hisame is a living talent. Sabito summoned him as well. So, okay, this is another thing too that I'm wondering though. If there's a living talent, because we were thinking the same thing about let me say this name right, Mahalalel, right? So like Ilios is a living talent, but Mahalalel is a real person. He was the original holder of the talent. So what I'd like to know is the living talent, is the snow leopard talent, is, even if it's a living talent, is that the original founder of the talent, or is it just a separate thing entirely? Because that person looked very human. But I do know that there are some talents, some living talents that I don't think was ever a person. Like, I doubt that Val's weird ass stand was ever a real person. And then you do have some instances like with that Kimyo, that immortal Kimyo that was fucking up Andrew that they had to seal away, where he fused with it. And Bjorn also fused with his too. But you can tell that they were never a person in regards to those talents because they don't even look like people. But the snow leopard talent, the physical embodiment, the chic eye essentially, right? It looked like a person. Like, it looked like somebody that could actually exist as a human. So yeah, but there's still some questions that need to be answered. But honestly, I have to give props to the author for even creating a world that is this fleshed out, that even requires us to ask these many questions to begin with, to be honest. So, but yeah, okay. But once again, good feedback. See, I like comments like that though, right? I don't need 50 comments. First, LOL, laughing emojis. I like comments that are actually involved with the content. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going to hate, but you're going to actually, like, see, here's the thing. Even with shadow edits, right? Like, I wasn't really having a problem with you hating because at least your hate, at least it was educated hate, right? Like, at least you were criticizing me based on what was actually happening in the content. So, like, at least you were paying attention. If you want to actually shit on me within context, if your hate is relevant to the video, I'm not going to hate. I give you my consent. You're allowed to hate on me if the hate comes from, like, if you actually sat and watched the video and paid attention and you have a valid criticism. You get these niggas who they make these hit pieces on me. They don't even fucking watch my videos. They don't even know what they're talking about. I'm not going to watch your damn video on me that is not even well researched. And then you'll have people who they're leaving comments and they're just trolling. They're just shitting on me. It's not even like, the thing is, I can't even be offended because you're not even talking about me. You're just leaving bullshit comments. I'm just going to ban you. I'm just going to delete that shit. I can't even respond because it's like, you're not even really talking to me. It's like, it's parasocial. It's like you're literally just talking to a wall. Like, I can't even take that seriously. But if you're actually paying attention to the content, like, because like some of these comments, you had to have sat through like an hour plus of my video to leave that comment. So like, if you gave me your review, if you gave me your engagement, then you've crossed that barrier. It's like, we are equals now. Now you can speak to me how you feel because you're actually like acknowledging my existence. Like, I gotta respect that. Like, I can't really hate on you criticizing me if your criticism comes from you paying attention. You know what I'm saying? It's like the difference between like if you're like a movie critic, right? Like, if you're just like, oh, I need to just talk shit on a movie just so that I have something to say about it, as opposed to, like, for me, this is what I've always said with Boruto, right? Like, when I would criticize an anime, people would get on me for criticizing certain anime, but it's just like, bro, I'm criticizing things as a fan. Like, I'm criticizing it because I care. You know what I'm saying? I'm open to constructive criticism because that's how we learn and improve as artists and get better. But if you're not even paying attention, if you're just talking shit, I could give a fuck what you have to say, honestly. So if you want to come out and talk about views and talk about sub counts and shit like that, I could give a fuck. If you want to actually criticize the content, so that's what I'm saying. No hate on that. I don't want to discourage people from criticizing me. I am open to criticism. It just has to be valid criticism, if that makes any sense. You got married a while ago. Hey, marriage from Chosen. Congratulations, bro. Found him a real one. Hold on tight because they're hard to find. Like, finally caught a stream. Missed my mama vids from YouTube. There's some hoes for real. Yeah, so we're back on the mama grind. We're going through Ordeal here. We're almost caught up. Yeah, you just gotta ignore that stuff. That's what I'm saying. I just be ignoring it. And yeah, okay, so if you're getting a poor connection, that's why I keep the VODs public and post the full unedited version, no ads on YouTube as well. so you could watch it there too. So yeah, I think that covers everything since yesterday, since last stream. So I feel like I finally got the audio good in terms of sound. Like, I mean, there might be some things that could be louder, could be quieter, but at the very least, everything sounds decent. So I'm gonna keep the settings as they are for right now. Yeah, we've been doing daily streams. It's one of those things, once again. I know that it sounds crazy to like hear this as opposed to trying to do it, but like yes, it has taken me over a year to get back into content because it's like anything, right? Like, and I'm one of those people, I'm slow to start, but once I build my momentum, then I can just hit the ground running, right? So for me, it's very easy to stream, make content daily once I've been doing it consistently for a while, and then I can really get into it. But I kid you not, bro. I kid you not. I know this sounds crazy, but over the last like 11 months that I hadn't been posting, I have to get into a certain flow. I need a certain environment. And I kid you not, it took a whole year because there was always something throwing me out. There's always some distraction, right? I got hoes giving me attitude over the phone, broke niggas crashing on my couch that won't shower, niggas not paying bills. I have all this shit that I have to deal with. I had to like literally clean my house, and then imagine trying to do all this stuff, take care of basic lifestyle responsibilities, and I have people who are actively going against my progress. Like, imagine I'm trying to clean my house, and then I wake up and another nigga has trashed my house again. Now I got to start all over. So I had to just keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And also, I'm just one person. So it's one thing, like I said, I was mentioning this last stream too, right? We get things better done as a team in terms of like when we work together. So it's one thing for me to not even have a team, to be working on my own. It's another to not only be working on my own, but have people working against me. So it's like the opposite of teamwork, right? So I had to literally just like take on my death note and start cutting niggas off by the handful, by the dozens. So now it's peaceful, it's quiet. No dumb bitches saying nothing. No broke niggas saying nothing. Listen to this. Listen to this silence. No traffic. No. This is also why I actually think it's better for me to stream at night, because no niggas going in and out of the house, running all over the place. No animals all over fucking up my shit, you know? Like, listen, no disrespect to my niggas, to my hoes, and to the animals. But at the end of the day, I need my space and time to myself from everybody and everything. It's just how it is sometimes. The more time you give me to myself, the more empathy that I'll have for what y'all got going on. But if y'all are always all up in my shit, I'm just going to build more and more resentment. And I'm going to stop fucking with all of y'all. Literally. Like, for a while now, like, bro, I've been celibate for a couple of years. Like, I was like kind of asexual because these hoes were pissing me off so much. I'm just done with bitches altogether. I just don't want to deal with it. Like, and I'm starting to get done with these niggas too. So, bro, I'll be just getting fed up. Like, I feel like if I spend up time to myself, eventually, it's like I was saying yesterday about how, like, if you were immortal and you could live for thousands of years, you'd have to sometimes just sleep for a few generations before you can build up the tolerance to even deal with living again, right? And I kind of feel like that. It's just kind of like, I just been like niggas are just too much in my shit. Even like, I didn't even want to make content. Every time I go online, somebody has some shit to say. So I'm like, I'm not about to argue with y'all. I will deadass leave and never come back until everybody who hates on me dies off. And then we can start with a fresh batch, a new generation of people. We'll start over, rebrand everything. I got time. I'm patient, bro. I literally don't give a fuck. Gotta stand on business, for real. That makes me a unk. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Yeah, that's right. I'm saying too. Yeah, you gotta let people come to you. Exactly. And I'm just like, I'm done chasing niggas around, chasing bitches around. Like, They all exhausted that, right? That version of me that was like, oh yeah, like trying to hang with the bros and try to go to the parties, you know what I'm saying? Buying flowers for these hoes, taking them on dates. He's dead. It's over. It's over. If you ain't coming correct, if you ain't sipping for me, you ain't ever gonna see me, right? Like, look, listen, I agree that you shouldn't even be messing with bitches unless you got money, but I've already spent enough money on bitches. No more. I might as well be a broke nigga as far as these hoes are concerned, right? You ain't getting a cent from me. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't spending money on nobody. I ain't talking to nobody. If they ain't pulling up, if a bitch ain't pulling up with the red carpet treatment, she trying to take me out on a date, I don't care. I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm a born again virgin. I'll never have sex again. I don't give a fuck. It's really not worth it, bro. Fuck all that shit, bro. Yeah, no, literally. Like if you were somebody who's never had money, get you some money. But like I've spent literally bands, tens of thousands of dollars on these hoes. I've paid my dues at this point. Right? I'm cashed out. Those are some wild 13 years. Hey, that shit was fun, bro. I wouldn't trade that experience for the world. You know what I'm saying? That's why I have the ability. That's why I have the luxury to feel how I feel and say what I say, bro. Because I got all that shit out of my system. Like I've been saying this for the longest time, bro. Like I would have never back in the day thought that I would have gone through all this. In these 13 years, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I stunned on niggas, drove a bunch of sports cars, you know what I'm saying? Fucking cosplayers, porn stars, going to parties. That was cool. That was a fun 13 years. But I'm done. I'm unk now. All right? I'm gonna sit on my rocking chair and kick little kids off my porch now. Don't invite me to none of your damn parties, you little ass kids. Have your fun on your own. When you're ready to settle down and start a family, hit me up. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. Let's get into these chapters. We're on chapter 109. Good woman won't care about you spending money on her. That's the other thing too. Like I've been simped for now. Like I've had rich girls spend their money on me. So now I know what's out there. So I'm not going to settle for less. Now I'm going to have some broke chick talking about, "Oh, I need you to pay my bills." Da, da, da. It's like, bro, I've had bad bitches with their own money spend it on me and I didn't have to lift a finger. So my standards are higher now. I don't got to settle for none of that broke shit no more. You know what I'm saying? Now I know if you got good dick and you lay it down, you don't need to spend nothing, bro. No, they will spend it on me. Why the fuck? Why the fuck would I do that shit anymore? What? Now, like, the jig is up. Y'all snitched on each other. And no other girl can come and try to do no other shit. Like, no, I have enough evidence. Right? No bitch can try to convince me. No nigga can try to convince me that I'm not a sexy ass nigga. That I don't got a big dick. They can't convince me anymore. And they'll try to do it. They'll try to lie. But I already have enough. I already have enough references. Okay? So you can't really say shit to me anymore. So sorry. Show's over. Sorry. I hate to break it to you. It is what it is now. So I'm gonna talk my shit till the day I die. Up until this point. I can go broke tomorrow. That ain't gonna change nothing. I know too much now. It's over. Okay. Wait, actually, hold on. I don't think that the situation requires a song like that. Okay, wait, let me go to the top of the playlist because it's going to mess around and autoplay into some copyright. What did you just say? Impossible. Damn it, Ross. You gotta be kidding me. I tell you all the truth. That is what's inside the 2 boxes. As their title states, life and death. Oh, the briefcases that they've been fighting over. Code's prize artifacts are now exposed. There's no need for further secrets. My only regret is that you had to hear it this way, Shayhart. The contents of the life and death boxes are the talents of May Hart and Thanatos Atomos. Oh, shit. So May's ability, they did retrieve it. Even though, well, okay, to be fair, because what I was going to say is, how could they have retrieved May's ability if she died without passing it on to anybody? But then her ability came out of thin air to begin with. So clearly her ability, her talent is on some other shit. It follows different rules. As for Thanatos' ability, well, May extracted that from Shay when he was born. I don't know where they put it. Did they just literally take it and shove it in a briefcase? I don't know. But once again, we'll just have to keep reading. I'm sure they'll explain it. Could have extracted her fluids. Yeah, I'm sure they'll explain it. All right. Sigh. That's why they cannot be destroyed. Their talents, I should have known. A lot of explaining needs to be going on in this room right now. Chairman, I know you value my counsel, therefore I say this with great respect. Can this nigga ever turn this off, or is he just permanently a Sasquatch? Like, some super soldier serum. You must keep a watchful eye on that young man. Earlier when we shook hands, the Grand Templar's vow activated itself. It attempted to match the strength of my body to his, and I quickly released my grip. Do you understand what this means, Aldrich? I do, Galliard. Grand Templar's vow only activates against an enemy. Thanatos, the talent of death and the hand of creation, the talent of life. How did Code gain possession of such talents? It's less than the talent itself and more its specific power. We cannot hold talents, but Code has perfected the technique of harnessing their abilities through drawing spinal fluid. Oh shit, like with Zeke? He's basically a permanent beast. Damn, rip. I bet he better find a bitch that's into bestiality then, because that's the only way he pulling at that point. After the war, we raided Kane's base and found several vials of his spinal fluid. They were attempting the same process we later developed. As for May Ross, over her years at Code headquarters, my father ensured her spinal fluid was stored in the event she was ever stolen from us. Oh, so that's how they got her ability? They had her spinal fluid extracted ahead of time? Damn. They should just do that all the time then. Like, instead of having to even wait for them to transfer it, they should, like, if you got a strong enough power, get that spinal fluid extracted ASAP, honestly. On some Attack on Titan shit, I know, literally. Her spinal fluid was stored in the event she was ever stolen from us. He thought having it would lessen the target on her back. It took years to perfect this technique. We were able to harness the power of a talent for only one application. However, it requires large quantities of spinal fluid, which takes years to obtain. Once injected into the bloodstream, the talent's power is activated. Okay, so it's easier said than done to get these abilities extracted. It's an arduous process. I'm looking at a black box, Chairman. Does that mean we have the Thanatos talent? We won't know unless we open it. They were placed at random. Oh, so even they don't know which box contains which. I was thinking that it was like based on the color. Rather not risk Kane's culture getting more than one in case they hit a lick. Yeah. I can't help but think about death, Ross. What happens if they got the Thanatos talent? Wait, okay, chat. What is it that Thanatos' talent does again? We know that May's talent has the ability to take away talents and give talents to other people. But I don't recall what Thanatos' talent is. Well, death? What, it just kills niggas? Like, it just takes life away? Oh, can it, like, take life away and give life? Is that what it is? But then I'm pretty sure May's talent is the life. It sucks souls. Okay. They'll inject it into a human. It will activate, converting that person's body into the Thanatos vessel. Soul control. Then there is a 50-50 chance the body can be used as a conductor to summon the Thanatos talent, resurrecting him. Think of it like the Thanatos talent is roaming the ether, waiting for a body to be born strong enough to bear it before it returns. Suck the soul out of nigga. That is why their backup plan was to capture Shayhart. His body is a former Thanatos vessel. So even if they have the talent, that doesn't mean that they can just give it to anybody. They have to be a compatible vessel. So they're trying to capture Shay, necromancy. So I'm assuming that it can, like, bring people back to life then too, right? Or maybe it has to like take a soul and then transfer it or something. I don't know. I'm sure once again, they'll explain more of it. But that's why they're trying to capture Shay, because he was already proven to be a compatible vessel, because he was already a vessel when he was born. And then they extracted the talent from him. Ironically, his mother used the life talent to remove Thanatos from him, but somehow he kept that body. Since Thanatos was ripped out of him, it can't return to him. Wow, the greatest Kimio body ever to exist fights with us. That's some good news in the midst of all this mess. Well, that also explains why the Ilios talent works so well with him too. He just built different, literally. Like, so if they got the death box, that's terrible. But what happens if they got life? Equally as devastating, Mayheart had 2 abilities. If the life serum is injected into a Kimio, it will kill them. Really? What? Taking their talent. If the life serum is injected into a Kimio, it will kill them, taking their talent. Then where does the talent go after that? Like, we literally, like, we gotta slow down and think about this shit. We can't just glaze over this information because this shit can get convoluted real fast. Like, I'm sitting here like, wait, what? There's a lot going on. It's like a failsafe. Kimios can't stack power with more power, they die. Oh, okay. So I guess, does that mean they have to give it to somebody who isn't already a Kimio? Eating 2 devil fruits. That makes sense, though. But yeah, I guess my biggest question is that, like, where do these abilities go when they're not in a vessel? Right? Or in a briefcase, I guess. Like, if injected into a human, it will create a Kimio. Okay. That is the power of the life box. When Mayheart granted a talent, it would be random. The talent would resemble the person's heart. So a kind-hearted farmer would gain a pure talent to aid his crops and others. Okay, so when May gives a talent to another person, it's not like she just has powers stored up and she just gives them out. She, like, basically, it's like she activates the dormant Kimio gene in a person, and then it becomes an original talent. So she can create new talents from scratch that don't already exist, because most of the talents that people inherit are passed on from the previous holders. But it sounds like, the way that they're explaining it, that May can create a new talent that has never existed from scratch. Or like she can make new devil fruits. Make and create and destroy talents. Yeah. Destroying. The 1 means death for the Kimio. If someone is injected with the life serum, they will get a random talent. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Bro, the YouTube algorithm is so different now. You deadass have to post like shorts to get views now. I saw this setting. I was like, okay, like what are the new requirements for monetizing a YouTube channel now? Because my channel has just been monetized, so I didn't know. And so the first requirement is like if you can get 4,000 views in a month, that's normal, okay. But then the other requirement was 10 million shorts views. 10 million just to get monetized? So they just giving them views out then. So like, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, this is what's so stupid. This is what's so dumb. Like, I hate having to explain this all the time, but like when people are talking about like subs and views on different accounts, you have to understand that views and subs, they have different value on different platforms. Like someone was like, oh man, you used to get tens of thousands of views on your channel. Now you only get a couple hundred views. It's like, bro, first of all, it's a new channel, dumbass. Obviously the views are gonna be smaller in the beginning. If I go from a channel that almost had 1 million subs to a channel that has less than 20,000. First of all, you can't even, like, even with the discoverability, like what you have to understand is, I can't believe I have to explain this shit. The amount of views that your video gets has no correlation to the quality of the content. Maybe once back in the day, when traffic was organic, that would have been the case. But now, the amount of views you get is based on an algorithm. Okay? And that algorithm is based on what the advertisers want their ads placed on, what they want kids to see. If you go on the trending page, it's not trending based on what the average person wanted to be trending. Those are ad placements. People pay to be trending. And to be fair, that has to be the case because if the organic traffic on these apps weren't regulated, this is like, once again, back in the day when I blew up, right? It was the Wild West. It was fair game. So what gets brought to the top when it's not regulated? Clickbait, bro. Porn. Like, that's why we were doing hentai reviews and shit. So like, don't try to cancel me for the content that I made because that's what you needed to do to get views back in the day. We were gaming the algorithm. I don't game the algorithm now because I just don't give a fuck. Now I'm just like, I don't even make content that is going to get recommended or promoted. I'm just making content that is relevant to my interests. But like, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, if you go on the trending page on Twitch or on YouTube, the top streamers, the top viewers is going to be Kai Cenat, Mr. Beast, Aiden Ross. This is going to be these shills. These niggas who are just like playing Minecraft. Like, you know what I'm saying? FaZe Clan, Sidemen, right? Jubilee. Like, is that the kind of shit y'all watch? Because I don't fucking watch that shit. I don't care how many views that it gets. I don't care about that shit. I'd rather watch an anime review channel. So, personally. Like, just say you don't have a personality. Just say you don't think for yourself and don't have original interests. Tell us how you really feel. Don't try to pass the buck on to somebody else. Take accountability for your own bot-like behavior. Oh, bro, Scamboli. I totally forgot about him. See, I have to re-find all of these old channels because when my channel got deleted, I lost all my subscriptions as well. Scamboli. That's a name I haven't heard in a while. What's he doing now? Okay, he got 1 million subs. Scamboli's a real one. That's a real content creator. And see, this nigga only uploads every couple of months. That's what I'm saying. Like, niggas are gonna get mad at somebody who gives them consistent content. Like, would you rather I not upload at all? He hasn't uploaded in 2 months. I just resubscribed though. Scamboli was that nigga back in the day, bro. We gonna have to do, you know what we're gonna have to do? We're gonna have to do content where we just cover other good content creators. And we need to put them on. We just need to promote good content creators because there's so much bullshit out there, right? We're gonna have to do Scamboli reviews, reactions. We're gonna do that shit later. I just resubscribed. If injected into a human, the Kimia will die. When Mayhar granted talent, it would be random. The talent would reassemble. Okay, we already read that. Oh, Rob Hood, I did. I still have the video tabbed out. Well, you know what? Well, let's finish this chapter and we'll check out that video because I haven't watched it yet. But like, yeah, we can just start watching other creators' videos too. Like I should literally I should make the kind of content and I should support the kind of content that I would want other people to support. So that's once again, like I don't support that bullshit, that fucking like botted nonsense. I don't give a fuck. What type of talent do you think will be granted to a genocidal mind? Ooh, I didn't even think about that. This is why both boxes must be used in tandem. Using life to grant a talent to the body of death will guarantee Thanatos' return. Thanks to Anton King, we've obtained one, but whichever one we have will determine their next move. Lord Kofi Akan, please do the honors. Been away from Tish for years, but good to see you still doing it. And we'll welcome back, Sleepy Dreepy. Fucks with the name. Sigh. Our enemy is in position of Thanatos Atomos. They will attempt to resurrect the death talent. Wait, how are they able to tell? Just by the color? Well, at least they got May's talent. Well, either way, like, no matter, like they already mentioned, no matter which one they got, they would have been fucked anyway. Damn, good they didn't get both. That would have just been game over. No wonder they fought a whole war for this shit. But, and yeah, once again, like, in order to resurrect Thanatos, you need a good vet. So I wouldn't, honestly, I wouldn't trip too much because in order to resurrect Thanatos, you need a compatible vessel. They don't just have these niggas walking the street. And it can't be somebody who's already a Chemio, so they would have to find a human that's compatible. So they would have to find, and then also, not only would they have to find a human that's compatible, well, I guess they wouldn't have to worry about if that person's loyal, because I guess once Thanatos takes over, then it would just be his identity. So they're probably going to just start rounding niggas up and sacrificing people by the dozens until Thanatos is revived. So I don't know. I don't know how difficult that would be, but I imagine that would be more rare. So like, I feel like they still have time. It's a lose-lose, but doable. Yeah, they still have time. Now, with May's talent, I don't know how the transfer of that ability works. Like, I don't know if it's as hard to find a vessel as with Thanatos, but they don't really got to worry about that, though. They still have time to stop Thanatos from getting resurrected, though. They can't just take the serum and just give it to anybody. You said it's 50-50 without the life box, right? It'll only change the body. Maybe the talent won't return. I don't want to wait to find out. Yeah, we don't want to leave that shit to chance. That's for sure. If they fail, they'll still have the Thanatos body without the talent. So they will come for the life box. I can attempt to destroy it. Talents are unbreakable, but just maybe my talent can do it. We've tried talents similar in destructive power to yours, Lord Kofi. Neither of them have worked. The serum simply gathers itself back together. Our best bet is to immediately get it back to code. If our enemy fails with the death serum, they will have no choice but to fight us for the life one. And that is what they are prepared to do. Then honestly, I think that they got the better one then. I think that they got the better case because it gives them more time. Because like then it's like they have to come to them now. Even if they do have the Thanatos talent, they still have to come to them regardless. I'm pretty sure Shay does his mother's juices being handed out like a blunt. I mean, he was like not even like alive to meet her. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he don't really, I mean, I'm not saying he don't give a fuck, but he didn't really even know her like that. Office Brandon, I heard you got promoted to inspector. Speak up, son. Hold on, why'd the music pause? Hiding the life serum at code is exactly what they hope we do. When the enemy retreated, the Gaki Goro was the only one left behind. Despite his immortality, I assume he was a pawn they were willing to lose. Shay's pronounced like Chi from Dragon Ball Z. Is it? Are you sure? Because we've been pronouncing it as Shay this whole time. It's pronounced Shay? Yeah, I feel like we've been pronouncing it properly. That would make him the weakest, sir. They launch an attack on headquarters with several Gaki in code ready to defend that. Is code ready to defend that? I suggest we take the serum to Trinidad. I've seen Titan Tech and I'm positive we can destroy it. Because if it was pronounced Chi, then why not spell it that way? Like, okay, it's like I have an English degree. Okay, so like I understand linguistics. So I don't really give a fuck what the author says. I know how the words are pronounced based on how they're spelled. Based on the, like, the linguistics, not the linguistics, but the etymology. Niggas want to just, like, make stories and spell shit out and then say, it's pronounced like this. Like, nigga, like, I don't care if it's your story. Like, you didn't invent the language. So we gonna pronounce it correctly unless you gonna spell it out for us. Can you quietly verify this, Inspector? Yes, sir, I can. Then it's worth a try. They won't anticipate it being taken there. Plus, they have 2 god tiers already on their soil. Give the word chairman and the kids and I will make it 3. Destroying what's left of my sister, huh? You have 48 hours. Get this vial back to Trinidad and destroy it no matter the cost. If you fail, the war that will ensue will not be for freedom, but to hold back death itself. So they don't even care about transferring the ability. Like Mayheart's talent, they're just trying to destroy it so nobody else can get their hands on it. Yeah, at this point, the damage is done. Too many people are pronouncing it incorrectly if that's the case, so you might as well just leave it like that. It's like, I remember back when I first started like going by Heavenly, I originally was like, I was just trying to abbreviate Heavenly Controller. So I was like, oh, like, I was trying to have people call me HC. Like the drink, or is that high C? Whatever. But people were just calling me Heavenly, and that just stuck. So I just went by that. I didn't, so believe it or not, Like, some people were like, I'm not going to call a nigga heavenly. I'm like, bro, I didn't even choose my name. Like, believe it or not. People just started calling me that. So I was like, all right, well, even if I didn't want that to be my name, I didn't really have a choice in the matter. So HC like the juice. Is that right? I was thinking of like, wait, I don't even know what I was thinking of. But anyway. Bro, like, I don't know. That just seems too, this vial, like, anybody can just, I don't know what happens. Like, once again, like, your compatibility, like, that just looks too tempting. Like, anyone could just chug that shit, bro. Just drink it. Like, I just wanted to just, like, see what happens. If you fail, the war that would ensue will, okay, bring back death itself. Master, being immortal, do you ever think about death? Oh, all the time, Shay. Given that Viking funeral to Bjorn. My only prayer is that it's not before my time. So let's see if this description says what happened to his ability. RIP the Viking go, I know. You would drink it? The user dons himself with the blue skin of Jotun. The skin prevents all fatal injury while worn. The mortal hide is the talent created by Mishilgar, the god hammer. The chi of this hammer is too unstable to wield, thus a glove was created to bear it. How will you know when it is your time, master? When you fulfill your purpose. When you've run your course with honor and have no regrets. Let's try a different song. Let's try the God of War playlist. For the Vikings. Your purpose may not be to save the world, but simply to guide your children. When you're satisfied that the giants you leave behind for them to fight are already weak on their knees. When you prepare the way so they're free to run. But as for me, I can't die yet. Why is that, master? Because you are my son. Oh, because you, my son, are not ready. I cannot die until you are, and I know God will honor my wish. So when my time comes, I'll welcome it, for it will mean the reins are yours, and you can more than handle it. How are you so sure I can bear the weight, master? Because you are not alone. Damn, through the snow? Through the ice? You better not cry for me when I go, boy. Is that why he's trying to hold back his tears? To fulfill his dying wish? Rejoice, for I will be in glee. Men ought to be willing to lay down their lives for those they love. Yeah, Andrea, what are they about to do about her arm, bro? She gonna need some automail, like. Are you, Shayhart? RIP to the GOAT, bro. He went out with a bang. Is this recap or not? Or let me reread this just in case. Office Brandon, I heard you got promoted to inspector. Hiding the live serum at code is exactly what they hope we do. Oh yeah, we did read this already. And it's worth a try. They wouldn't anticipate it being taken there. Plus they have 2 god tiers on their soil already. Give the word chairman and the kids, and I will make it 3. Destroying what's left of my sister, huh? Andrew got Winter Soldiered. Dead ass, bro. Abel! Stay calm, Gary. We all want answers just like you. Abel will be here shortly. Don't do anything stupid. It may not be what we think. What about the vid? What vid? If I ever plan on reading web novels, I'd recommend Shadow Slave. Oh, you wanted me to watch that video? I want. Let's peep it right now, actually. From a YouTuber, The Black Mastodonte. Once again, since I've been out of the YouTube game for a while, I need to see what niggas are on now. Who is this guy? For him to have 300,000 subs and making videos on Ordeal? What does he got? What kind of content does he make? Sounds like he does like reviews and stuff. Once again, bro, like Does he do shorts? I guess it's like, it's just not the meta to post like long form videos that much anymore, huh? Hey, damn, this nigga, bro. If I got locks, this nigga got locks, bro. Like, this shit goes down to his fucking waist. Like, let me see. Okay, he hasn't. Yeah, people don't really post that consistently on YouTube like they used to. Like, to be fair, bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, if people want to say I fell off, honestly, YouTube fell off because they fucking botched the algorithm and shit. So, damn. One thing already, his thumbnails are insane. Yeah, we might have to add him to the list too. I'm gonna subscribe to him. He might have a few videos worth reviewing. So let's peep it. Let's see. Figure out which scene that I gotta use for this one. So this is a review and Ordeal? Or like a recommendation?
There are a lot of dope webtoons and manhwa out there. Like, we got the beginning after the end, the box.
Oh, the boxer, bro. I need to go back and finish the boxer as well. I forgot. See, once again, that was before my channel got deleted. I had gotten pretty far into that series.
Legend of the Northern Blade, the list goes on.
Northern Blade, yeah. Oh yeah, Omniscient Reader. We gotta go back to the bro. I forgot. There's so many series that we were reading.
People, this webtoon is like Kengan Ashura meets My Hero Academia, and it all takes place in Trinidad. Bro, what? So without much further ado, allow me to introduce you to one of the greatest webtoons you might have missed, Ordeal.
Hold on, I don't know why it's so fucking blurry right now. Let me see. Okay.
So Ordeal was written by Brent Bristol. Funny story about Brent, and this I got from his Patreon. Ordeal was actually the final project for his art degree in university. He had no real plans on continuing it, but when he heard the overwhelming positive feedback from
my man got a whole art degree.
He was like, oh shit, guess this is it, bro. So then he
the boxer is insane, bro.
Creating more characters, and now we have this greatness. So if it wasn't for all this positive feedback,
I need to figure out where does nigga get his hair done, bro. Where who's his loctician is. That shit is smooth, bro. See, bro, when I try to go to my loctician, I told him, I was like, I wanted to get this style. Like, I have the locks, and then I wanted to, like, I can do it myself, but I'm not a professional. I wanted him to, like, then, well, these were 2-strand twists, and then they eventually locked up over time. Now that they're locks, I wanted to twist the locks, because I like that, like, this twist coil, like, texture look, right? But, like, I don't know if that was asking to whatever. I don't know if that was asking for too much or whatever, but I would want to then, like, I would have less, like, individual strands, but, you know what I'm saying? Like, but once again, I have time. As my hair gets longer, I'll figure more shit out. His girl does it. That's what you need. See, look, listen, honestly, bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. Look, I've low-key contemplated this. Because now, for those who know me, y'all know what my type is. Like, I like fucking with the bad bitches. I like fucking with the hoes. But these girls that can do your hair, though. Like, one time I had this girl, like, and she would sometimes come over and she would do my hair. And once again, this is an investment. Like, that shit is expensive. So this girl, she would come over and she would do my hair and she would wash it. Like, I felt like I was getting a massage. And she would just do that shit for free. And I'm like, damn, should I wife this bitch, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would literally dead ass, like, if you ain't the cutest girl, but you know how to do good hair and you like doing it to where I can get a fresh retwist whenever I want, I might have to lock that shit in. Cause I'm like, look, I love the hose, but there's something that I do like more than the hose, and that is my hair. So I have had tried to get exes in the past to do my hair, but like, bitches are lazy. You have to find somebody who, like, they are really about that life. Like, they actually, like, they want to do it. Like, it's not like you're, like, trying to get them to do it. Go out of their way to do it. That's wifey material, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, look, for the ladies watching, there's more to life than just looks. Believe it or not. Like, as a man, look, I would literally hang my cape and never deal with no hoes ever again to get me a wife who, like, you don't got to be the cutest. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be the most conventionally attractive. You don't need to have the most snatched waist. But, like, if you really good at doing hair, if you can really cook some good ass food. Because these niggas, let me tell you, these niggas who fucking with all these bad bitches, they go to sleep hungry, nappy headed, and lonely. Oh, you got your nut off. Whoop-de-doo. But if I got somebody to take care of me, look, that's something that money can't buy. That's something that no bad bitch, it don't matter how good her head game is, can't compete with that shit, bro. You start your log journey trying to get through this starter phase. So yeah, so what I would say, just like, and for those of you who follow me, you've seen the developments of my hair, right? I would definitely say, like, bro, don't. Okay, well, once again, I know that people's hair grow at different lengths, and once you get your starter locks, it actually, your hair grows faster once it's locked up. But, like, I wouldn't try to get, like, your locks until it gets a certain length. Start out before you even start twisting your hair. I would just go for the. Also, another thing I would say, and anybody who has locks would say this too, like, maybe don't go for the sky top, right? Like, maybe in the beginning, but then, like, in fact, actually, because look, this is what, look at what this, I have, like, almost like a little fro growing on the sides here. So I don't know, maybe I can get, like, maybe I will get it, like, grow it out or something, because my hair does grow pretty fast. Because the thing is that if you have a sky top, right, you still have to continuously shave the sides, or, like, it'll just, like, you'll just have, like, a little side fro underneath, which actually, honestly, that doesn't really bother me too much either. But then if it grows too long, I just cut it off, right? Like, I don't need to get a fade because it's like I have my locks covering the head, the sides anyways. So it doesn't need to be, like, it doesn't need to look anything crazy. It doesn't even need to be evenly cut. It just needs to I just don't want to have the hair just in the way. But I would start off, just get you a little, like, a sponge, like one of those little curl sponges, and then it'll define your curls, and then just get you, like, you can get you a, like a high top, like, when your hair is shorter if you want. Yeah, like, you can do a sky top in the beginning, right? And then once your hair, and then I wouldn't even, like, once again, I wouldn't start locking it right away. Like, once it's like how I had it, like, when it's above your ears, I would go for the 2-strand twists, right? Because that can be easily undone, right? Like, if you ever want to go back to your fro, you can just undo the twist. You can just comb it out. Once you get locks, you're stuck with them, right? You can undo your locks, but, like, it's not even worth it, bro. Like, that shit would hurt, first of all. You would need a professional to do it. You might as well, if you're trying to, like, go back to regular hair, once you have locks, you might as well just cut them off at that point. It's so much less effort. But, yeah, and then once it starts to get longer, then you can start to lock it up, for sure. And then once your hair is long enough and then it starts to lock up, then you can grow out the sides, and it's not going to look crazy because you got the locks. And then, yeah, and then I would say the most ideal situation is to have a full head instead of a sky top, because then you don't have to keep cutting your hair to maintain its look, right? You can just kind of, like, I'm at this point now, I haven't even got my hair done in a while now. I just wash it. Like, yeah, it does like I can get a retwist to, like, you know, twist in the regular, like, the roots. But for the most part now, my hair, like, if I wash it, it's not going to uncoil or anything. It's stuck like this. So now it's like I have a permanent style now. Because one of the biggest things you have to deal with as a black man with your hair is the constant maintenance. But once you get your locks, the only thing now is that since my hair is so long, I have to, like, it's always in my face. Like, if I eat food, I have to, like, get my headband and tie it up. Like, also, that's the other thing too. Once your hair gets this long, like, you can even see with, what's the guy's name? Mastodon here? Like, he's got the same thing. Once your hair gets this long, you need a headband now. So you can't just, I mean, you don't need to, but if you don't, your hair is going to be all over the place. But it's just, you know, that's just the modern age of styling your hair. It is what it is. But it's still better to have your hair like in locks because it's low maintenance. Oh, let me this sub goal is out of date, so I don't even like looking at that for right now. Let me just mute that shit.
Masterpiece that is Ordeal. So Brent, appreciate you for creating this greatness, and people who encourage.
Shout out to Brent, honestly.
I appreciate you so much, bro. Anyway, Ordeal takes place
What a goat.
very similar to ours, but different because it's cooler. See, a long time ago, certain humans were hit with a random genetic change that led to the creation of a new species dubbed Chemios. Now, one thing that I respect.
Your locks reach below your eyes right now?
Chemios is that from jump, they let you know that.
I mean, I was still doing twists at that point. I waited till my hair got around like
because Chemios also
like
power,
around here.
Talents. The webtoon
To lock it up, but
you already have.
if you already got it going, then you're good.
More strength than a regular human, more speed than a regular human, and a slightly faster healing factor. I like this because you get an explanation before you get thrown into the bullshit, you know? I feel like sometimes stories, especially anime, hit you with humans that could do Herculean things, and you just kind of sit there wondering.
Okay, and in Durarara, there is no explanation for that shit. Niggas just be overpowered in that show.
Kneecaps, like I don't understand. I've gotten used to it because I've watched so much anime that now sometimes.
See, we don't get animation like this anymore. What is this, Golden Boy?
That's when you judge the powers.
This shit is clean, bro.
So when you get an explanation here and you're just told that Chemios are better than humans, I like it. I get told that Chemios are stronger before I see a Chemio throw somebody through a
Black Sun
without having a strength.
Let me add that to the list.
Anyway, as you can probably guess, humans did not fuck with the Chemio starting out. They saw these superpowered beings and they were like, nah, this is sus. Why do you guys have powers and we don't? So there's this whole human Chemio war thing that happened a long time ago. And from that, humans and Chemio started learning how to live together. I get more into the war, but that is a whole arc that we do not have time to get into. If you want to learn about that, I suggest reading the webtoon for yourself. Trust me, it is not a waste of your time, and by the end of this video, I hope you realize that. And now with all that background explained, we move to the first fight of the webtoon. So you know how in our world we have MMA, you know, mixed martial arts? In this world, they have MMMA, mixed martial arts. Same thing as—
I low-key forgot about that shit. We are so past that. We were so past that. I thought this was gonna be, bro, I low-key at the beginning of this series, I thought it was gonna be like a battle series. I thought it was gonna be like The Boxer, or like Megalobox. Like I thought it was gonna take place mainly in arena. Like, cause this shit was so, bro, like now as far as we're into this, that we were having freaking apocalyptic god tier fights. This shit actually started out so tame. Like I thought it was gonna be like, oh, cause even Shay, he didn't even have an ability in the beginning. That's why I thought it was gonna be like Megalobox. I thought it was gonna be like a regular human that could like fight Chemios and all this shit. And like this totally went a different direction. But once again, like we were talking about in the past, like this series wasn't intended to expand to this degree before. They clearly were trying to take this in a different direction, and then they totally went another like option, another creative choice. Shit turned straight into Dragon Ball. Rider's Legacy. That sounds familiar. I think I might have read that. What you have to understand is I do read a lot of webtoons in my own time. I think Rider's Legacy. I think I have read that one. But I'll add it to the list just in case.
Human want to go up against a Chemio or go into a league where there's a possibility of going up against a Chemio, but now that I think about it, the MMA—
I mean, they is also in reference to a single person. I'm not saying that it's a group. Like, I know it's one person.
I feel like the humans just feel like, I want to fight too, so I'm gonna have to go into the mixed martial arts anyway, so might as well try my grit against these crazy superpowered humans. But we're about to see how even without powers, you can still body these Chemios. It's about to be lit. So this is an underground mixed.
Now if you don't, and I feel like where we are now,
bro,
if you don't have—
see, I don't have to explain.
Oh yeah, they had T-Pain in the shit.
But bruh, my man's design is dope as fuck. Like I'm sure T-Pain would be proud. Enter the main character.
Nowadays, if you're like in the modern chapters, if you're a regular human, you're not really going up against these Chemios, bro. Even other Chemios can barely go up against other Chemios.
Looks so
like
fucking cool. Like my first read of Ordeal,
like even when they had those armored suits, they still weren't really doing much work.
Oh shit, this boy about the business, and I'm hyped for it. Also, he's got locks. I've got locks. Already feel a connection with him. We already like this, bro. He's not even—
That's what I'm saying.
Like this.
I already resonate on a spiritual level with this series because of the representation.
His talent is Porcupine. He's
unless you're the Greyhounds
from X-Men Evolution. Y'all remember that show?
Oh, I totally forgot about that nigga, bro.
The fight starts and Quill starts talking.
Man, like yeah, that was a very random character character to give representation. X-Men Evolution.
Count Spike.
Give Spike.
We don't really give a fuck, bro. He's
What happened to that nigga, bro? I haven't really seen him that much since.
with the hits.
Since X-Men Evolution.
Because you see a lot of things in this fight, bro. Like, for one, I gotta give it to Brent again because this dude knows how to choreograph a fight.
Oh, and he knows the human anatomy too. Look at them back muscles, bro.
Moving, like the panels
Like,
perfectly flow into each other. Even remembering it now as I'm recording this video, I vividly remember this fight.
oh, Spike's original character, dead ass.
Goes to show you how.
See, I did not know that. Wow. Okay.
Learn a lot about.
No wonder.
You see that Shay is not just your typical random ass fighter who's just gonna power his way through. You see that he actually takes some time to figure out.
Maybe I used to know and forgot.
And then he makes up a counter strategy to beat him in the end, you know? And I much rather see these more strategic fights that actually make sense instead of shit you would see in, like, I don't know, Dragon Ball Z, where you would just punch your enemy harder than they punch you. In this fight specifically, it shows that Shay has to work really hard just to get one hit in against these Chemios. Let me know how y'all feel about this, but to me, this kind of writing makes the fight feel a lot more worthwhile. It reminds me of the big brain plays you would see in Hunter x Hunter.
But yeah, with the way that they design these characters,
Hunter fights are. So we reached
the muscle anatomy,
does this
Isayama would be proud, you know?
switches it up into a fucking body punch, punches Quill out of his pants, bro. Like, shit is crazy, and finishes him off after taking a bunch of spikes to the fist.
I wonder if he hires people to edit his videos. This looks like outsourced editing.
It showed.
As somebody who has outsourced my editing, I recognize it.
He's brave.
I'm not saying that he doesn't do it himself. Like, I could edit like this if I wanted to, but it would just be like, the thing is, bro, look, when you're a YouTuber and you're making content, like, and especially when you're making a lot of it yourself, there's a certain like quality that you do, or there's a certain thing you do it. He has a guy for it. Yeah, because when you hire an editor, like when you're somebody who like you aren't just an influencer or you aren't a YouTuber, but you're just an editor yourself, you're gonna have more bells and whistles in your editing. Like there's certain things you're gonna do that you have the time and patience to do that like it's just not practical to do as a regular creator. And like when I outsource my editing, they add all these extra effects and shit. They be doing shit like this. It might be the same dude that I used to hire. It almost looks similar, honestly. But then the guy that I was hiring, he started like, because he saw how many views my videos was getting, he started trying to charge me more. I'm like, all right, relax. But it was good editing though. I'm not detracting that. Like, but I remember when I hired a guy to do my soul leveling edits, he had this shit going crazy, bro. He had it look like this. He had all the effects and sounds and shit.
You're not gonna learn a lot about Tevin, gonna be real with you. But Tevin, first of all, he's a dope ass character. I also like his design a lot. And he's a Chemio with a fire ass talent. He's able to create animal hides and cover himself with it like an armor, bro. He's like a Zoan devil fruit user. And
honestly, like we need to see more from Tevin. Like
Rhino mode, a lion mode, other modes that I do not remember or do not know.
Hammer mode.
He's a dope ass dude.
Hammer mode was looking tough.
To help your boy Shay out, but it's not annoying.
Bro, we never found out like what's in that nigga's room? We never found out what was in his room, bro. Hey, wait, hold on. What happened to somebody? Wait, what happened to this chick? Bro, there's so many niggas in this show. Like a lot of these people that were in the beginning, like I'd be forgetting like where they went.
You know, he has his own life. He has a girl. He's chilling. But Shay is his boy, and he's always gonna be 10 toes down for his boy. But Tevin's here to pick up Shay to go to their gym.
She's still around?
Ember.
Yeah, I feel like I did see her somewhere.
Here enters one of the dopest senseis in webtoon history, Leo Thomas. Now, Leo.
The fact that, bro,
Hero.
the fact that Leo Thomas is one of the main characters in the series and he died in the beginning, bro. Like, the fact that he managed to stay this relevant for so long, like post-mortem, as opposed to Rokash. That Rokash was like, man, Rokash, they shafted his ass. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like his treatment was kind of fucked up. Like considering all things considered, he had a fire ass ability too.
Human versus Chemio war I was talking about. And by the way, his design in that war was clean as fuck. Like my man pulls up with the natural white dreads that just look immaculate. I fucking love it, bro. But after his time in the war, he later found Shay along with a bunch of other kids, including Tevin, who didn't really have a good upbringing. He took them in and raised them as his sons and taught them to smoke, which is why Shay is so good at throwing them hands.
Taught them to smoke.
More gentle Genkai. Like he's gonna fuck you up, but he's gonna be nice about it and teach you a lesson too. So, you know, you feel bad, you're in pain, but at least you got something to learn, you know, for later. Outside of Leo, all of his friends are, I feel like I'm repeating myself with this, but I need you guys to understand how fire these designs are, bro. This is the best.
Designs are fire as
They
fuck.
could all be protagonists in their own respective
Literally.
games. That's how cool they look. Like,
Literally, they're all like protagonist level design wise.
stands out, yes. However, these guys, their designs are so crisp, they're so detailed and different from each other.
Like Anton,
Garner their
Tevin.
attention. It's like their looks grant them Conqueror's hockey. And while we're on the subject, I feel like now is a good time to talk about how dope the dialogue is in this webtoon. Like the banter between Shay, his friends, and Leo Thomas is so natural. Like you don't even need to be
Raw speed bump cash.
Thomas is like their father because you can just get that vibe from how they talk to each other. For example, in that scene where Tevin picked up Shay, when Shay finally pops out of his house, Tevin is like, hey bro, we ain't never seen your house before. What are you doing in there, selling drugs? Or when they get to the gym and Tevin's like, bruh, Sense is gonna be so tight when he finds out you were in an underground fight. And Shay's just like, bruh, your girl drives you around like a man-child. Shut up. These are perfect examples of the subtle art of showing and not telling. I feel like it helps the relationships in this webtoon carry more weight. Cause you know, instead of being told that two guys were friends for a long time, you see that with their actions and you never have to question it. Anyways, back to the story. Shay and Tev walk in while Leo is giving Azam a lesson about how to better utilize his talent, because Leo's whole thing is to teach his students how to be more creative with their unique talents. So after that whole training session, which by the way, another really cool fighting scene, it's quick, but it's nice. But after that whole fight, Leo calls in Shay and he's like, boy, what did I fucking tell you about going in
The pimp slap sound effect is funny as fuck.
Yo, so he's tight because
Slap the soul out of that man.
his life for funds. We don't really know what Shay needs this money for, but it's for a good cause. I understand why he's doing this. However, I also agree with Leo, like, you're fighting a losing battle, bro. Even when he wins, he still loses because of all the damage he accumulates. So Leo's whole point is that you gotta think about yourself so that you can like live a long life. Right now, I feel like Shay is at the very most in his mid to early 20s. So he's really fucking himself over getting in these fights and damaging his body up to a point where maybe he won't be able to move when he's at Leo's age, you know? Oh yeah, especially because he's human. Yeah, he's my boy's gonna be crippled, bruh. So while Leo's giving his whole lecture, enter the antagonist, or maybe one of the antagonists. I feel like he's the antagonist right now, but as the plot unfolds, more antagonists appear.
Oh, I was like, I want to hear what he says about him, about Rakesh.
So this dude used to be a student of Leo way back in the day, but his unhealthy love for battle pushed him to challenge one of Leo's top students and kill him. So Leo was like, what the fuck, bro? You're kicked out. And Rakesh was mad ever since. So Rakesh is
He's basically like
show you what you power,
the
man. He's
Tai Lun from
full old student. And
Kung Fu Panda.
about this moment is
You were not meant to be the Dragon Warrior.
how the whole
That was not my fault.
Stood up.
Not your fault.
invaded their
Who filled my head with dreams?
like, come on, nigga, get the fuck out this place, B. Like, the energy of this scene is so fucking dope. It's like Leo and the boys, fam. It's lit. It's beautiful artwork. I cannot praise this artwork enough, fam. Also, one other thing about Rakesh that I forgot to mention, he was just recently placed in the top 150 ranked Kimios in the world. So while yes, he's an asshole, this man is strong as shit. So be careful of him. So after all that, Rakesh realizes that he's not wanted here.
He was stupid though.
Like, you know what? I'll leave for now. But don't forget, old man, before you die, I'll have you acknowledge my strength, and that may happen sooner than you think. So right at that moment, I was like, damn, bro, they really about to kill off the sensei in chapter 2. Rakesh saying this is basically writing it down on the board saying, Leo Thomas is gonna die. It's over for our boy, fam. If you liked him, that's cute. He ain't gonna be here anymore, fam. With that, they finish training and Shay heads to the doctor, you know, because as we said, this man is fighting Kimios. He's getting bodied. So this man goes to the doctor, and people, remember when I said that Shay, when he grew up, if he fought like this, he was probably gonna become crippled? This man is in worse condition than we thought. I'm talking like broken bones.
He needed that Kimmy ability because he was fucking himself up, bro.
Beyond the point,
I was concerned for his life. Like,
vision in one eye. Like, our man is down
nigga was going blind.
in this fight against Quill. He really went in there without full vision in one of his eyes. This man is crazy. So we find out basically that Shay,
Bills are not that bad or that expensive, bro.
I like this part a lot because it makes sense. As a fighter fighting these Kimios, you're going to get damaged to the point where you probably shouldn't be fighting anymore. His doctor even says, hey bro, deadass, you should probably quit. I'm pretty sure whatever you're fighting for, if it's a person, they don't want you dead. But along with this feeling real, it also builds worry and tension, because if Shay's like this now, how is the rest of the webtoon gonna continue, you know? Like, this dude is in really bad shape. From what we're seeing, we know there's gonna be a lot of fights. Is something gonna happen where Shay is able to heal up or something?
I thought he was cooked, honestly.
Actually, we're not gonna find out. If you want to find out, you should read the webtoon yourself, because it's fire.
He gets the superpower that heals
The
him.
doctor, we move to Red Ember Gym, and guess who comes back for the smoke? This nigga Rakash. And the moment he comes in, Leo's like, I already know what you here for, bro. Bring it on. And they start going at it. But as you would guess, Leo starts bodying this dude, bro. However, because of that, Rakash's pussy ass nephew shot Leo.
Bro, honestly,
Wound in his stomach.
from watching Mastodon's video, I'm inspired by this, like, because I've read a lot of series, right? And like, it would take forever to cover all these series if I was just going to read them all on stream. So while I do want to continue to read series on stream, I definitely am down to just do some reviews. If you guys are down for that, I'm definitely down to do some reviews for some of the series that I've read and just kind of recap it and then just kind of like recommend some stuff. And that way we can cover more series as well, for sure.
And he's bleeding out. In Rakash's defense, he was mad because he was just like, I want to show him my full strength. Now this won't count as a real win because you shot him. But Leo is still on that ass. Also, I feel like I should mention this now. Leo's talent is called Ilios the Phoenix Flame. It basically allows him to create fire and do whatever the hell he wants with it. But the really cool thing, and this
The second channel?
here is like, I was already gripped at this point. The art, the fight scenes, the characters, most of the cast is black and they look great. I love it. But this part right here made me think, because I heard Ilios. And then later on, a character shows up who goes by Thanatos. And the manhwa talks about how
Dante's library
and Thanatos are two of the 4 great talents. So seeing this made me
okay, he uploads more consistently on here.
4 great talents at the very least are based on Greek mythology. Like,
Oh, okay, he got his full on reactions too.
you already know is the Greek god of the sun. And then you have Thanatos, the Greek god of death. And that's all I know right now, even for like what I already read on my own time. Like, I actually don't know if there are any other Greek talent, Chemio people.
Where he puts his Switch reads.
Seeing
So it's basically the equivalent of the channel that I've been posting on.
Oh, I can't wait.
He has his main channel where he does his more high production.
Logical figures from the real.
For me personally, since my other channel got deleted, I'll probably just make like once again, that's what another thing too. The channel I've been posting on is the live. It's like that was my live stream like clips channel. So it's a different kind of content. It's a different kind of channel too. So like, since that's the only channel that I have left right now, I'm gonna prioritize doing like Twitch VOD uploads on there. But then like once this channel starts to grow more, then we can we can expand off to different channels. Because like I said, the channel that I have right now was originally a backup channel to begin with. Exactly. Originally put his Switch reads on his main channel, made a second one and put out his Switch reads over there. So I'll do something similar as well. We will continue to do the Twitch reads on this channel. And then when this channel, if this channel starts to do well and starts to grow, then we'll start to reroute to more higher production and maybe outsource the editing. So honestly, Black Mastodon, he's got the blueprint, bro. He's got the blueprint. I'm literally gonna just copy what he does, because if it's not broke, don't fix it. So shout out to him. And hey, I don't know if he knows about me. I don't know if he'll ever see any of this, but Black Mastodon, with your fire content, your culture, and your sexy ass locks, my nigga, I will always support this dude. I don't care if anyone try to cancel him. I don't care if anybody talks shit. I fucks with this nigga. This is what I don't understand, bro. Whenever people would be on some weird shit with me, I'm just sitting there like, I can see the soul in people. So like, I can meet somebody and I know if they're about that life. Like that's why, bro, when people were on some weird shit with me, yes, it was kind of like, damn, that sucks. But I wasn't too surprised. I was kind of just like some people was just like, it's not that like people give off like fake energy, but like you can tell when somebody is like, the best way I describe it is like, you can tell when somebody has a strong willpower and if they have weak willpower. And when somebody is weak, they are easily compromised. So, he does know about me? Tell him next stream. So like, there are certain people where it's just like, I'm not saying that like, oh, like this is the kind of person that would be on some fake shit, but they're the kind of persons where like, if shit goes and hits the fan, they're not going to be one of the ones to speak up. They're going to be a bitch ass nigga about it. Right. Like, that's why even the people that like because at the end of the day, like when I started to really like grow in my career, the first people that I chose to associate with are still the people that I fuck with the most to this day. Like I literally remember when I first met Vader, when I met King Vader, right? I could just see like, and it's not based on his content or anything. Once I met him in person, I could see like, oh, this is a real, like, this is an actual real ass nigga. And so like I even told him, like, I remember, because the way that I met him was that he was one of my exes who was a cosplayer. She was like making props for one of his videos, and then he pulled up to the crib, and I was like, oh, King Vader, oh shit. And then like I was literally telling him, I was like, yo, I fucks with what you do. I fucks with your energy. I'm trying to, you know, like brothers in arms type shit. Like I don't know what you on, but I'm trying to get into some real nigga shit. And you seem like a real nigga, so like I'm about that life. If you about that life, we should see what's good with that shit. And ever since, like he stay on his content grind, like, and then same way with Minicon too. Like, also when I met Minicon, it was like, I literally, the way I met him was I saw that he was hanging out with people like Vader and Caleb and all them, and like he wasn't really a big creator himself, but I just saw that he was hanging out with a lot of these other different people, and he literally posted to his Instagram story that he was at the club. He was like, hey, who wants to pull up? And I hadn't even met him before, but we were mutuals. And I literally just pulled up I just pulled up to him. I pulled up on the club and then got his attention. He got me into the section, and then Vader was there too. And he was like, whoa, you actually pulled up. I was like, yeah, like I saw that you seem like a real ass nigga. I wanted to meet you in person. And ever since, once again, like those are my niggas to this day. Like we don't even talk much. Like I haven't even talked to either of them in years, but like they're the kind of people that like we don't even need to speak. Like we just like we think similarly. So it doesn't even require, like we're always gonna like be on the same page. And so once again, when I went through that cancellation shit, those are the only like few niggas that like stayed fucking with me. So I can tell who's real and who's fake, or who's strong-willed and who's weak. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that being said, Black Mastodon already a member of, already a culture connoisseur. Look, there's no way that a nigga reads all the same series that we do. Actually, to be fair though, you know one of the things that has thrown me off? There's some people who like, they read all these same manhwa, and I would think that, okay, if you've read all of these same series and all the different like messages, then you obviously you understand certain things, you think in a certain way. But like that's why I feel like there's some people who are just grifters. Like they literally just read shit just to like read it, but they don't actually pay attention. They don't actually absorb the message. Like how can you have read all this shit and all of the concepts, all of the messages, all the ideas just fucking go over your head? So, but just after watching this video and seeing his library, his lineup, he reads all the same type of series as me. You know, if he reads Ordeal and Weak Hero is fire as fuck, by the way. I read that entire series. T-Bay, Omniscient Reader, like he's a member of culture. So yeah, like I haven't even met him before. I just heard about him just today, but I can already tell, much like I was able to tell with Vader, much like I was able to tell with Minicon, that he's a real nigga. So like I already fucks with him. Like I'm already fanboying. I'm already about to copy his content strategy. So like you know what I'm saying? Like, and the fact that he already makes similar type of content as me on his other channel. Like, so it's like, bro, we're just kindred spirits. Like,
and are rescreened every year.
He already like has a similar like format. And I didn't even know about him, but like, you know, real recognize real, like real minds think alike and shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm saying this from my perspective. I don't even care if he doesn't fuck with me. Like if he turns on, it's like, oh no, I don't fuck with that nigga. Like, well, I fucks with you, bro. So it is what it is. Like, yeah, I could tell the girl on the left. I could tell that was this girl just based on the hair. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, oh yeah, look at her hair. Yeah, she knows her shit. You could already tell, bro. She knows her shit. Like, 100%. What up, Lovey Bonies? However you say your name. It's your birthday. Happy birthday to Montre, by the way, in the chat. Happy birthday. Yeah, exactly. You got to know how to sense Conqueror's hockey. Exactly. That's what it is. That's what it is, honestly. That's really what it is. Like, you can tell, like, people who have Conqueror's hockey can see it in others. That's what it is. Conqueror's hockey. That's some real shit. Because, like, look, check this out, right? Let's just look up what this means. Let's see what the definition is. or Supreme King Honky. But it's like you have the aura, like you have the mindset of a king. And that's why I feel like I can trust people who have Conqueror's Hockey, because I know that they're not going to simp. They're not going to bend to any establishment. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to get on their knees and suck the white man's dick. I can tell. I can recognize it. Hold on. Why is my shit lagging? Literally, I opened up this website and it started lagging. Let me close my tab. Why was that website fucking throttling my stream? Anyway. All right, we're gonna do a different website. The One Piece wiki fucking lags my stream. Michael Jackson, how it's Conqueror's Hockey. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you have because I remember someone was talking about Conqueror's Hockey. They described it pretty well. But like, to have Conqueror's Hockey, it's like you see yourself as the main character, basically. And when you see yourself as the main character, you're not going to let nobody talk shit to you. You're going to stand up for yourself, and you're going to stand up for your friends. Like you actually stand for something. Like, you are like, that's why, like, bro, like, even for me, I will sometimes like little bro people. Like, I'll sometimes like, I'll bust people's balls. I like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the way that I interact with them. But with people like, for example, with people like Vader and people like Minikon, I see them as equals. So I would never want them to think that I think that I'm better than them, because I know that they have a similar mindset. Like, I mean, Vader, his name is King Vader. Like, he sees himself as a king. So, like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, when people are like that, like, I want them to know that I respect them and I see them as equals. And I would never try to undermine I would never try to take points from their aura, take aura from them. You know what I'm saying? Like, because, you know, like, we like got to stick together, because there's a lot of broke ass, fake ass, bitch ass niggas in this world. Man, shut up, people fainted. Yeah, that's also the other thing too. When you have Conqueror's Hockey and you become really successful, they try to cancel you. The world comes to you. They try to take you down, bro. They try to take you down because that's powerful. Like, that's why, yeah, exactly. Michael Jackson had that shit. Kobe Bryant had that shit. Like, these niggas got Conqueror's Hockey, bro. Like, that's why even, like, see, for me, I got a big mouth. I be talking my shit in public. Like, that's why, like, people like Vader, for example, like, Vader, he's, like, more low-key. Like, he don't really say too much, because he knows that, like, niggas gonna come for him. Niggas come for him anyway, even though he don't say nothing. So, but yeah, I be like antagonizing people sometimes, because but for me, my whole thing is, and once again, I feel like the way that I got to this point, like, I feel like I started out humble, but then people kept playing in my face, bro. And so I had to let them know, like, this is not that, bro. This is not that. And same with Vader. Like, I know how he actually is. So you guys see him, he's like, hey guys, he. Oh, to who? Like, this nigga will fuck your shit up, bro. He be fighting. So, like, he just know that him being all nice and cool, it's like, he does, like, he's taller than me. This is a big ass nigga, bro. So just know that y'all are getting that version of him because he's doing you a favor. Okay? He wanna get that, he wanna get them ads. He wanna get them sponsors and shit. But don't make this nigga mad, bro. Yo, fucking shut up. Okay, let's see. Hold on. Conqueror's Hockey. Okay. Supreme King Hockey. Wait. Let's see. Let's see what it says. What this person was saying. The power to intimidate, but it's more than that though. It's like there's like an ideology behind it. First, I think one should contemplate on who is a king in general. A king is a figurehead who exercises unconditional power over his subjects. Reverence and awe reverberate off the king. Most importantly, this air of superiority worn by the king demands the unbridled fear and reverence of his subjects, regardless of loyalty or the lack thereof. Yeah, exactly. So, for example, right? Since we're using Vader as an example because he's King Vader, right? Even if you don't fuck with that nigga, you still gotta respect him because he has the credentials to establish like who he is, right? Like, and like if you're like if you have a certain amount of aura, you're just not really arguing with it. Like, you're not really just debating that. All you can do is try to like measure your own shit against theirs. And I feel like the same way with me. Like, but the thing is that I've learned though, even if people respect me and they fear me, that don't mean that don't mean that they actually like me. That don't mean that they actually fuck with me. Like, they might suck my dick, they might glaze me in person, but then they'll talk shit behind the scenes. So one of the things that I've had to learn is just because everybody glazed me in public or whatever, even if they're like, and that's why I said when I was going through the cancellation, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I learned that. Like, honestly, like a lot of these other people, like the roles could have been reversed. I was just the one that kind of got caught up, but like we're all on the same type of lifestyle and the same shit. Like I said, when I was back and I was like hanging with Vader and Minicon and stuff like that, we were all like similar types of people on similar types of shit. But I was just the one who got caught up the most. And so I was the one who had to turn up the most. But like that was just because for me, you know, before I got into all the drama, like, I was actually thinking niggas fuck with me for real. I was thinking they actually fuck with me for real. But really it was just they were doing that on the surface. But like people will see like, oh, you're a king. But then like they'll talk shit behind the scenes. And for me, like, and I feel like if you're a real ass king, like you're a real ass nigga, you're gonna be like this too. Like for me, like, you don't have to worry. You don't have to ever wonder. I'll tell you this right now. You don't have to ever wonder, does Heavenly talk shit about me to other people when I'm not around? Does he actually, bro, I will let you know. I will say that shit to your face. I won't keep that secret. And the thing is, there are some people where I don't tell them how I feel to their face only because I already did once and they didn't listen. Or like, they're just a fucking dumbass. So like, if I'm talking to somebody like behind their back, just know everything that I say to them, everything that I say about them and other people, I said to them first. So either they know how I feel or they just weren't paying attention or they just don't fucking listen. Like if you're a narcissistic ass person who doesn't listen, but just know I will always at least attempt to tell you how I feel about you to your face first. And if that doesn't work, then I'm gonna start talking shit to you to other people. I'm gonna start talking shit about you to other people. But like, just know, I know that niggas gossip. So like, just know that if I'm talking about you behind your back, I don't care if it gets back to you. In fact, I hope that it does because you clearly weren't listening the first time. So, but let's see, hold on. Let's see what this is. Demands unbridled fear and reverence of his subjects, regardless of loyalty. But there was another definition though that I was like more resonating with because like, you don't have to be intimidating to have Conqueror's Haki, in my opinion. I just feel like it's like you have to have a certain like energy. Like you basically kind of have to be God-fearing. Like if you have Conqueror's Haki, no hoe about to tell you what to do. Like there's a reason why you see like people like me and people like Minicon, people like Vader, like you don't see us in relationships for a long time or that often, or you don't see us around girls too often. When we are around them, it's like, it's temper because it's like, bro, like at the end of the day, these hoes don't listen. And we ain't about to tolerate that shit. If you see a dude in a long-term relationship, just know that his ass is a simp. Because, like, what? You think that you going about to check a chick and she gonna stay around? No, she gonna run off the moment you call her out on anything. So, like, yeah, like, that's just the life. Honestly, to be a real man is a lonely existence. It is what it is, bro. Like, you're gonna have your time in the sun, you're gonna have your time in the spotlight, and then you're gonna have your time in the shadows. But that's just how it means. That's just what it is to be a man. If you over here attached to the hip on these hoes, you a bitch ass nigga. And that is what it is, bro. And they can't even say anything because they don't want to scare their bitch. So I can say however I feel about them. They gonna shut the fuck up. You got some niggas that they don't even get bitches and they still scare these hoes. Like they still don't want to say anything. And I don't know what y'all's issue is. Like at least because like even for me, like when I'm in a relationship, I will bite my tongue a little bit, but like. If the hoes don't even fuck with you and you still sipping for them, bro, like what? They don't even want you. Like who are you trying to like impress? Like I don't get it. The power to intimidate, measured by the user's spirit. Let me see. But yeah, you know how I know how I Conqueror's Haki? Because I can say stuff that most people will be afraid to say, and people don't even argue with me about it. They just go quiet. They just shut up. So you can say like Conqueror's Haki, how it makes people go unconscious. If you have the Supreme King Haki, it's basically like you have the ability to speak your mind and people don't even challenge you because they know, because you know with me, if you about to disagree with me, make sure that you are coming, make sure that you stand for what you stand for. Make sure you're coming at me with your own ideals and your own perspective because I will call you out on that. I will call you out on your shit. Niggas don't stand for anything. They just be yapping, right? They can make their little videos or whatever. They can talk shit in the comments without a face. But like my whole life, bro, nobody ever talks shit to me to my face, ever. They only do it online. They only do it online. Never has anybody ever talked shit to my face because they know better. They know what the fuck. Yeah, stay in your lane. Stay on your little keyboard. They know not to say that shit to me at my face because they know that if they did, I would expose their ass for the bitch ass nigga that they are. So that's why, once again, like I still be arguing with people online, but at the end of the day, I don't ever really take it too much to heart because I know that if I saw that nigga in person, he wouldn't say shit. And if he did have something to say in person, I would respect that. I would respect if you actually had the balls to talk shit to my face and I would hear what you have to say. Let me know. Let me know. But if you do that little behind the scenes shit and that's it, I could give a fuck. I could give a fuck. So yeah. King's hockey, bro. Like, King's hockey is the ability to check a nigga to his face, in my opinion. That's what that means to me. Like, all right, let's see. So we're gonna finish this video and then get through this next chapter, and then like I know we didn't get through that many chapters this stream, but we've had some good good rants. So, and then we'll wrap it up after that. But once again, I'm in no hurry. We ain't got nothing better to do. We ain't going nowhere. We're going to continue to yap and rant until we get through this series and then move on to the next one. So
I don't know why. It's just so fucking cool, especially when they put their own twist on it. Maybe it's the nerd in me. I don't know. I'm gonna be real with you. I heard Ilios, I heard Thanatos, and my excitement just shot up the roof. I just want to
Black Mastodon reaction stream next time.
How I felt.
This basically has been, honestly.
You are actually,
but I'm definitely I'm adding him to the list though. Him and Scamboli, bro.
Anyway, Leo beats Rakash, but the bullet wound is getting to the point where he cannot live anymore. So he's at the brink of death, but right before he dies, he yoinks one of Rakash's eyes out, like straight up gives him the Uchiha treatment. Rakash is screaming, Leo dies, but before he dies, he says Shay, which is gonna lead to something else that happens in the webtoon. So now Sensei is dead and the Ember Squad is tight because
honestly, I kind of just feel like if somebody has like when I see Mastodon's locks, like I genuinely like I'm a very spiritual person, right? And your hair, your locks, these are your antennas, right? You will never meet somebody who has locks that isn't a real nigga. It's almost like you can't help it. It's like the ether. It's like you're just absorbing too much ether from the atmosphere. It just increases your aura. It just makes you a real nigga. Like, I'm not saying like, I don't want to, say a blanket term. I'm sure that they're out there, but like if somebody is able to grow out their locks to a certain length, they're a real ass nigga and like take care of it too. Cause I do know some niggas that they got long hair, but it's all fucked up looking. Like, you don't even respect your own hair. How do I expect you to respect yourself and respect anybody or stand for anything? Like, you need to treat like your body is your temple. First and foremost. I don't care how much money you make. I don't care how many followers you have. You need to take care of yourself. Hygiene, hair, all that. So when I see somebody like, hey, look, hey, no homo pop, this is a sexy ass nigga, bro. I'm not even gonna hold you, bro. So it's kind of like, it's the same like I say with these women. Like, if you a cute girl, if you a bad bitch, you can kind of be a bitch. Like, you can kind of get away with it. That shit ain't gonna slide with me. But you gonna, like, I can't really tell you to stop. Because, like, even if that shit don't work with me, you gonna always find some simp-ass nigga to follow you around, be your damn simp slave. I can too. So I understand that shit. So, like, if you got some nice locks, you know what I'm saying? Fresh twists. You got you a beautiful girl to do it for you too. Like, you a real ass nigga in my book. Period. Like, once I learned more on the black history of locks, I felt more spiritually connected and let them grow out. Yeah, that's my whole thing too. Like, and then I actually, even when I was a kid, like when I was younger, my hair was long, right? And like, I feel like it's just Western culture and society has just bastardized black culture and make us ashamed. Like, oh, like if you want to get a good job, they want you to cut your hair and all this shit like that. Like, it's literally, they're trying to cuck us. They're trying to strip us of our divinity. But like, but nah, like our hair, like, bro, my hair grows more healthy. I mean, well, actually my sisters, their hair grows really long too. But like with us black men, like we have better quality hair than women do. So it's kind of weird that you see, not American culture, white culture. I mean, you said it, not me. Like, but yeah, but like, Because yeah, you see with black women and their hair, but actually black women's hair don't even be long. Haven't you noticed that? Black women, they be wearing weaves, wigs. Black women hair don't even grow like that. But with niggas, you see we be having the locks. We're the ones who are supposed to have the long hair. Like the women, they be bald. You know what I'm saying? So you see how they flip that shit? So yeah, as a black man, let your hair grow, bro. Don't think that that's feminine. Like you are a king. That is your lion's mane, my nigga. Embrace that shit.
Bro, and they know exactly.
We're all black, born nappy.
This guy.
Well, I don't know, bro. Like once again, that's another thing too. Like there's different types of hair textures, even for black people. I've never really had nappy hair. Like my hair has always had a wavy texture to it. Like I won't grow out a traditional fro. Like it's not gonna just be matted. Like my hair isn't matted. Like y'all have seen even when my hair grows out, once my hair gets a certain length, it starts to coil and curl. It doesn't really kink up like that. Like I don't know what type of genetics that I have that entails that, but like there's different types of black hair. I feel like the 4C texture is the one that's most popular. It's the most common, but there's all types of different textures.
Talk shit, came back later and jumped our dad. Fuck him, we're going in for smoke. So they are on a path of vengeance, bro. And it just so happens that Rakash just announced another tournament in celebration for him being put in.
Man, and then Rakash is crazy too, because like it always be the like this is what I think that I learned too, growing up too. Like, and even just seeing how like the economy is now and how capitalism now, like if you make a lot of money, you have to kind of be a fucked up person. Like you kind of have to be an asshole. You have to be a narcissist. Like, so the richer that you are, because think about that, you're hoarding wealth, really. So like the more like there's like a cap, like there's a certain level of success and riches that you get to. But if you're a billionaire, you have to be a terrible person. There's no way. Like what? Like why do you have so much damn money? Like why are you like what? Spend it, nigga. Why are you just hoarding resources? Right? Like there's people starving in the streets. Like, so it's just the fact that Rakash is so rich and successful despite being a fucking murderer. That's what I'm saying, Rob Hood. If you a billionaire, you had to have, especially bro, when you become really powerful, when you get to a certain status, that puts a target on your back too. So just know, I'm not like, first of all, like how many black billionaires, millionaires do you know that aren't like bought and sold by somebody? Any billionaires you know, I ain't gonna name no names, just know they into some weird shit, right? Just know that if somebody's a billionaire, they have had people, they have put hits out on people. They had to. And they're on some list somewhere. They in some weird shit, bro. It's impossible because most of these people, most millionaires and billionaires are fucking criminals. They're not going to let a good person be in their group without selling their soul and also being compromised, right? They gonna put you on that Epstein list, even if you didn't do nothing. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I'm not trying to condemn, nor am I trying to absolve anybody of accountability. But like, when you got these things like these Epstein lists, and they're like, oh, release the list. All these people went to the island, bro. We don't need a list to tell us that. Like, like, if you're a president, if you're a billionaire, you are involved in all that shit, bro. Because you have to be. Otherwise, they won't let you in the club. So just know that that's just facts. That's why our society is going through the wealth transfer and power transfer that is going through. Because it's like, bro, we're not about to sit here. We know what y'all are on. We're not about to sit here and pretend like we don't know and then just continue to just go about our business. Like, these billionaires are pedophiles. Like, they are, like, I'm not even gonna say too much because I'm trying to just pay my bills and make my content, but I'm gonna let y'all niggas know. I'm gonna tell y'all how it is. Like,
however, they could only put 2 people in. So they enter Shay, honestly, because of the protagonist.
That's what I was saying, bro. Like, we're gonna need potentially, we might need to even like move over to like, we might need to make a Kick account because the way that I am, the way that I talk, bro, I have to bite my tongue every stream. Like, I'm 100% getting banned one day. Like, but like, it's to the point to where I'm getting banned off of so many sites for my freedom, for exercising my free speech. It's becoming a bigger issue. But even with Kick, even they're starting to like get on top of shit. So I've just accepted like, you know what? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like it is what it is, bro. No matter what I do, That's just how the world is. I'm going to keep getting canceled. I'm going to keep getting taxed. People are going to keep coming for me, and I'm going to have to just be a warrior, and I'm just going to have to fight for my life. But, like, I'm not about to not be a bitch, so. What's it about? Well, this video is actually kind of explaining it, so I would recommend watching this. It's by this YouTuber, The Black Mastodon. It's called Ordeal. But it's about niggas with superpowers, and they want the smoke, like.
From what I'm seeing, was the closest to him and also deemed him as the most gifted when it came to close combat. And because Shay is in, you already know the bro Tevin is going through too. So the next arc is a tournament arc, and to find out how it goes, you're gonna have to read the webtoon yourself. I really hope you guys understand. I fucking love.
Yeah, Corey Kenshin made a manga,
Like I can do,
and I heard that he was selling it at the last anime convention, and that shit was popping off.
you read it for
The art looks good too.
fights only get cooler. We get even more powers. The plot gets even better. Like this shit is a very, very enjoyable roller coaster.
Corey Kenshin is another stand-up dude who, like,
100% of the people.
I've always been cool with him. He's always been nice to me. He's always been a real nigga, so
You got
I
some
fucks with him too.
room on your reading list, bro. Check it out. Let me know what you think. And also for anybody who is already reading Ordeal, let me know how you feel about it. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this.
But yeah, no, fire. No, thanks for putting me on to other real ass creators though. I appreciate it. Like, we need to stick together, because you know how it is. If you're a black man in this world, like, you're the realest nigga, you know what I'm saying? You get the most hoes, so we are the biggest #1 target. The world's gonna come for us because we are literally the realest niggas. Like, it's in our fucking name. It's in our genetics, right? So it is what it is, bro. Yeah, Berlizzi, that's my nigga too. Like, once again, when I go through internet drama, I don't really get to interact with a lot of people as much because they don't want to get involved and have it cross over to them. But once again, people, like, I knew this was going to happen too. It's going to catch up with everybody. Like, people eventually came for everybody. People try to cancel Berlizzi. People try to cancel Corey as well. So, like, that's why even with them, like, even when with all these other black creators, I don't even really take it personally when they kind of, like, take a step back, because they gonna learn. They gonna find out the hard way. Like, they gonna learn the same lessons that I did eventually, because I was just like them at one point. Seeing as Ordeal reads, he doesn't go for season 2. I might read him. I might watch his reads separately on my own. It would be like that's gonna be extra if I'm reacting to it. I mean, I know other streamers do this, but for me, I like to have at least some level of originality in my content. Like, I don't need to be reacting to a reaction. Like, you know what I'm saying? It gets to a point to where I'm gonna just be like, all right, I need to just be making my own content. Like, but I'll watch this stuff in my own time though. All right, so let's get through this chapter and then wrap up the stream, and then we'll go live again tomorrow. Yeah, no, definitely get into consecration. Once again, like we've been saying, bro, don't wait for, like, you don't need followers, subscribers. You just need to, like, you just need the mind for it. You just need to be, like, tapped into the culture, right? And the right people will find you. So yeah, if you're trying to get into content creation, then just do that shit. Don't wait for somebody to give you permission. Like, you don't need high quality equipment. You don't need a lot of followers. You just need to have something to say. Like, that's really all that it is. I used to do this. I'm going to revive the Discord, and, like, we literally had a separate channel. I don't know, like, if I'm not constantly moderating my Discord, it dies. But when it was really active, we actually had a separate channel where people would post their videos, and then people within the community would just, like, share and watch each other's content. So I don't know what they do now, but we definitely can go back to that at some point. Five ads. Yeah, I'm gonna finish this chapter. I'm just trying to find a good song. All right, we're gonna have to just roll with whatever we get. If the song ends up going into a weird mood, then we'll switch. Stay calm, Gary. We all want answers just like you. Abel will be here shortly. Don't do anything stupid. It may not be what we think. Civilians, how many of them have we lost? Amari? Thousands, including our own soldiers. Good lord, we failed. Amari. What has Abel done? And did you help him? Minister Gary, unhand him. You've gone too far. I've lost comrades in that explosion, Gary. You've lost your damn mind if you think I had something to do with it. To risk losing the leadership of an entire country over dynamite? Head Chancellor Abel may despise cameos, but do you really think him a foolish man? Yes, I do. Hey, he honest. You're free? Ordeal knowledge is power. Bro, this series has been really educational, honestly. Like, we've been getting some good talks. We've been having some good discussions off of this. That's why I like to read these series. Like, really, honestly, that's why I don't really care if, like, we go off on a tangent and then we talk about other extra shit. The videos, like, whether I'm reacting to an anime or reading a manhwa, it's really just a prompt for conversation. You know what I'm saying? But if we get into a good conversation, I'm going to prioritize the rant over whatever series that we're covering. The series ain't going nowhere, but the conversations may not ever be had again. Had no clue what I said about content creation. Oh, all I was saying is just start, just do it. If you have something to say, then just do it. Like, it don't matter if people are watching or, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the people, like, of the culture, if they really resonate with what you represent, then y'all will find each other. Like, I mean, for example, with these streams, for example, we haven't really had that many people in these streams, but we've had quality people in the streams and we've been having quality conversation. And that's what's important. Every member of this council will undergo rigorous investigation. If I find so much as an eyelash belonging to any one of you near the scene, death will be something to wish for. Ooh, uh-oh. Oh, I wouldn't move if I were you, officers. Unless you want your precious Minister Gary to be reduced to a puddle. Uh-oh, Kagaya's here. The hooded guy's hands are the last thing you'd want to be touched by. Damn, look at Val, bro. This nigga crusty now. That's tragic. What a fraud. I'll spare you the details of his name, but do know we call him the Corrosion Gaki. Green Toby? That's what I've been calling him, honestly. Like, he's just Toby with a green mask, because he's got a similar type of vibe to him. He does enjoy melting faces. Kagaya! Secure room my ass. Kagaya can only teleport to locations he's previously seen. Damn it, I should have known. Putting that aside, who is this other guy? I beg your pardon? Distinguished guest, we shall be taking over the minutes of this meeting. Abel, run. We've been breached. Inform the military. Nah, this nigga probably invited him. I know. He been on some bullshit. Kagaya. Oh, forgive me, my lord. I forgot. I'm grown on you? Maybe wrote you. I felt like you had high pride and ego, but I more likely was wrong. Truly are confident in yourself in that. I mean, I do have high pride and ego. I ain't denying that shit. I think I'm better than all of y'all. Let's not get it twisted. But, like, I feel like everyone has a right to be that way. I think that's just what it is to be a man. I feel like we're just in a culture that is just cucking niggas, trying to tell you, be humble, right? Oh, be equal to women. Like, no, you're supposed to be a conqueror. Do you think that Napoleon, do you think that Genghis Khan wasn't a terrible person? For you to be a king, for you to be a ruler, you got to be an asshole. Like, literally, I like this line from Fate Zero. That Iskander says, Alexander the Great, when he's talking with Gilgamesh, and him and Saber and Gilgamesh are arguing over what it means to be a real ruler and a real king. And what Iskander said, he's like, you have to be on both extremes. You have to be the most good and the most evil, right? You have to be larger than life, right? People have to aspire, they have to love you, and they also have to despise you. If too many niggas like you, you're probably not a real nigga, you're probably fake, right? If you don't got haters, you ain't doing anything right. So, but like, once again, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's okay for you to like feel any type of way about me at first, because you should. Like, I'm a tough pill to swallow. You shouldn't just meet me right away and just fuck with me automatically. You should have to like get to know me and start to resonate with my energy. But what I've learned is, like, once again, if you're really about that life, if you're a real man, then like, even if you don't fuck with somebody, if you don't resonate with them, you can at least respect their manhood, right? Like, there might be a girl that you like and another guy likes her too, and you could still be in competition with him, but still respect that that's a fellow man, that's a fellow warrior in the garden. You know what I'm saying? You ought to always bow in the presence of Lord Thanatos' kin. Abel Legazov, the last surviving offspring of our Lord's lineage. Abel, tell me you did not work with these men to conduct the bombing of innocents. Like, that's why, bro, when people try to cancel me, I don't be surprised by that, because you should try to cancel me. Because if you don't get to me first, I might take your bitch. But what I didn't like is other men that I saw as equals, that I thought also had Conqueror's Hockey, that actually were pussies. Oh, no, Heavenly, you shouldn't be talking like that to the women. Suck a dick. You a bitch ass nigga. let some woman tell you what to do. What the fuck? Unless she giving you top. What? Even then, even still. Bitch ass niggas. Anyway. Let me not get too carried away here. with my Negan bat, bro. I used to think that this was a phase and one day I would humble myself, but I'm just like this now. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm never gonna be humble again. I fear. I'm sorry. So if y'all don't like me how I am, oh Heavenly, he used to be humble, now he's got an ego. Well, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about to change anytime soon. So like, our assignment was successful. The threat has been neutralized, and you, Minister Gary, will be taking the fall for all of it. However, have solace in knowing I did not break any of your precious laws. My proposition received 5 votes after all, the minimum requirement for the execution of any bill. Dude's ego to the moon and back, as it should be, nigga. It ain't it's going to the moon and back. It ain't going underground. It's going into space. It's the moon to the sun to the stars. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a God complex. Don't even get it twisted. Like, I'm the fucking second coming of Jesus as far as you're concerned. The elimination of the attendees was inevitable. But listen, we are heavenly. So if you a fan of me, you a fan of yourself, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, we are legion, okay? Hey, Kanye be cooking, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, Sonya, Rajani, Dante, what have you done? Enough, Gary. Can you not see? We're on the losing side. It was either them or me. I will secure my existence, even if it means they all must die. Oh shit. All right, Hillary, chill. My decision was strictly due to personal reasons. I do not expect you to understand nor forgive. I have chosen my future. You're all fools. So basically, okay, so also to contextualize what's happening right now. Abel is plotting to take out all the Kimios, and everybody on the council, they don't agree with it, but they have all signed a pact that they have to be loyal to whoever gets the most votes on whatever they decide to do. Now, I was saying, me personally, like, I stand for certain things. Oh, it's an ad. I was like, what the fuck? I ain't let no ad claim my video. I was saying how, for me, like, there's certain things that I stand for that I could give a fuck about a vote. But they're like, you know, like what they're saying is that, like, they had to choose the lesser two evils. By the way, this is how politics is too. So for a lot of y'all who would be like, oh, this president is a war criminal, like, bro, they're going to be a war criminal no matter what. Niggas are at war. So if you feel like, oh, like the person who's taking the fall for, who's taking the blame, the council some bitches. Once again, it's like I said, to be rich, to be a politician, you have to be a bitch. Like, you have to have, like, cucked yourself to somebody somewhere to get in that position. You know what I'm saying? To get a seat at the table. So, like, you had to basically agree to, you had to take some hush money. You had to basically agree to be quiet about genocide somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about this. There's literal slavery happening in the Congo right now. And is our country doing anything about it? No. They're choosing to support Israel and bombing Palestine instead. So you kind of have to be on some weird shit. But, like, once again, like, this is what you got to do to play the game. If everyone wants to speak up, they're going to get silenced, they're going to get taken out, and they're not going to get a seat at the table. And then they won't be able to have a say in anything. So they have to turn a blind eye to certain atrocities to even get a voice at the table. So it is what it is. But that's why I'm here talking to y'all, and I'm not at that table, because I'm just not one of those types of people. But those types of people always will exist. There always will be a council that are on stuff like this, because that's just human nature. You're all fools. What can we humans even do? You maintain integrity even after you perceived our own demise? I would not be so naive. If the death of a stadium marks a future where I am still at the top, so be it. So see, literally what I said. They would rather just maintain their seat at the table and turn a blind eye to genocide, because if they, like, and honestly, in defense of what she's saying, if she wanted to stand for something greater and be like, I will not stand for this, okay, it's still going to happen. You're going to lose your seat at the table. Nothing's going to change. So, like, once again, I'm not saying that we should just allow stuff to happen, but, like she's saying, don't be naive. Like, you got to be realistic. There will always be people doing all of the worst atrocities in the world. You can't stop. You can't end crime. All you can do is regulate it. That's it. Which means that you have to allow it to happen to some degree. Because if you try to stop all of it, it's just going to happen without your oversight. You know? That's how I am with these hoes too. That's what I'm saying. Like, if they want to fuck other niggas, just do it. Let me know. I'm gonna just have to be okay with it. I can't control you. I can't stop you doing from what you're doing. Because otherwise, they're gonna try to do that shit behind my back, and I'm not about to get cheated on. So I'm like, look, if you want to do something, let me know what you want now, so that we can do that shit in broad daylight, so that we can be transparent about it. Because no, I am not about to be on that other shit. So they're going along with an op that wants all humans dead. Any weak Himio gone, and all his dick riders about to be on top. Yeah, pretty much. My loyalty is to the head chancellor. I trust his vision for our future. I must see to it that I secure my own people. Richard! I belong to a council that has admitted to committing genocide. I mean, that's life. You know what I'm saying? That's just reality. Like, correct, Minister Richard. And there is nothing the five of you can do from this point forward. You will all retire, citing your disappointment in your ability to prevent the attack. You will speak no word of this meeting. Your silence is paramount. The lives of your families depend on your willingness to cooperate, but we will continue running this country, giving the people answers they desire. That's politics for you. Just know that this ain't just, hey, art imitates life. This is how real politics is too, by the way. So whatever politician you for, whoever you vote for, whatever political party, just know they all in on that shit together, bro. Like, your vote does not matter. So don't be like, oh, we should have voted for Kamala instead of Trump. Bro, Kamala, she agreed to let Trump be president. They all just sat in a room and decided to fix the votes in however they wanted to. So I don't know what you thought this shit was, but it ain't that. That's why I don't vote, because I know that they don't give a fuck what my vote does. They already decided who's going to be president before the vote even started. I thank you all for your service thus far. Now you will sit back and watch as I ensure Trinidad remains standing in the war to come. What is about to happen to this world requires heaps of corpses, for they are the only suitable foundation. Yeah, they need sacrifices for the to bring back what was that nigga's name again? Wow, I can't remember. The Cain evil, I can't remember his name. Thanatos, there you go. They're trying to bring back Thanatos. That's going to require some sacrifice. Hey, look, even in Full Metal, right? To make a Philosopher's Stone, you got to sacrifice a village, right? You need a equal amount of souls, equivalent exchange. You know what I'm saying? In order for there to be life, there must also be death. That's just how it is, bro. On a route, ETA 45 minutes. We get this done prompto, gentlemen. Eighth Lord Haven has gone to gather the children. He would join us as our escort shortly. But that's why you need terrorists. You need niggas like Shay, who's about justice and peace and love and God, to pull up with his superpowers and smoke these niggas. That's what you need, bro. That's what you need, bro. In a world like this. We're really glad to see you doing well, Inspector Ian. Good to have you back, sir. Let's get this over with once and for all. You want Shay's mask? That shit is tough. It's about time the bloodshed ends, Tevin. If destroying this box may grant us that peace, I'm ready to die with it. Honestly, after even what I said, after all the shit that I've seen in the series, maybe they do need to destroy that vial. I do know it would be a shame because that's a good ability to have, but if it's making everybody go to war like this, if it's creating all this drama, maybe it's better to just get rid of it altogether. So I kind of agree with them. Stop the Humvee now. Ambush. This is what we prepared for. Get a position. Oh, here comes the Ilios talent. Protect the package. Got an ore farm for the one time. And my man got Bjorn's axe now. He got Bjorn's axe. He got Mahalalal's shield. It's up for these niggas, bro. Prepare to engage with all you've got. Darling, will you get rid of these ants for me? I need my 8 hours of sleep. Just looking at them is pissing me off too. Now, who are these people? Tell me, humans, what you got in that box there. Oh, clearly they work with Val, though.